Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. Apologies for being late. I was sitting here watching football. I didn't even look at the time. Share this live. Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. I think I said 8:30, but I'm checking the time, so let's start now. There's a lot of things to talk about. We'll start now. Guys, I know I said 8:30, but I want to start now because there's so many things to talk about, and I still have meetings tonight. Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. So I'm going to share big things here tonight. I'm going to speak English tonight because I'm not only speaking to PA people, I'm speaking to South Africans. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm just waiting for people to come on. We're just waiting for more people to come on and then we start. So I'm starting a bit earlier. So the ones that's going to come their time, we're waiting for more people to come on and then we start. Let me just get them to share the live also on other pages. All right. We're just sharing to all the different pages so people can log on, so people can log on. What I want to say, today we're going to speak about Joslin and where I think Joslin is and what really happened and telling you stuff that you're not aware of because we thought we were going to be called as witnesses. It's obvious now that these people have no interest to call us as witnesses. They have their own agenda. No one in South Africa was more closer to this case than us. And you'll hear tonight, but I want you to make up your own mind. I want you to make up your own mind. I'm going to give you all the facts and you make up your mind. I'm going to give everyone the whole facts that you've never heard. And I'm going to deal with issues. There's 4 different ways that I'm going to deal with issues. I'm going to speak about the cops. I'm going to speak about the mayor of Saldanha. I'm going to speak about the Democratic Alliance. I'm going to speak about politics in the case. I'm going to speak about the cops. I'm going to speak about what happened to Joslin according to our investigation. And I'm going to speak about where I think Joslin is. I'm going to, so you must share this life so that I speak my truth. So that you can hear how far the case is, what's happening. And the reason why we haven't said some stuff yet is because we thought we were going to talk at court. And we thought that we're going to be called in court, but we see people are pushing their own agenda. So the truth must come out tonight. I will start right from the beginning. But I want everybody to make up their own mind. I don't want to put ideas in your head. I'm going to speak on the behalf of me and my team. Eddie, Divan, Vicky, Procky, Tai Boy, Habibi. These are guys that was there every day. So I'm giving you all the facts about Joslin. But I want everyone here, and I'm going to repeat it. I'm giving you the facts. And you make up your own mind. So I'm going to tell you what we think, where's Joslin, who sold Joslin, who's involved. I'm giving you everything tonight. Because people think they can just lie about you. And I'm also going to tell you the lies that has already been told in court. And one that says, no lie has been told. I'm still willing, as a citizen and a leader in South Africa, I'm still willing to come and testify. Everything I'm saying here, I'm willing to go say in a court of law. The judge has the power to subpoena me. And I will not say no. I will come, but I want to start by telling you this thing is big. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to show you why I'm saying there's powerful people behind the scenes. And I also want you to know that you thought we're just looking for Joslin. This is bigger than Joslin. This is bigger than Joslin. But Joslin is the window into what's happening when it comes to the children in South Africa that gets missing. Let me start at the beginning. Before I go to the beginning, we have been accused. We have been asked to make statements that a charge has been opened against us of kidnapping. One. A second charge that is now before the prosecuting authority to see if they are going to charge us. We've given our side of the story, all of us. We've given statements. We are now waiting to see, are they going to charge us? We've given our statements to our lawyers. Ayanda has opened a case of kidnapping against us. And another charge is that we have interfered. Excuse me. So it is now before the court, before the prosecuting authority to see, are they going to prosecute us? Now I'll tell you something. That's the last part. Now I'm going to the first part. How did I get involved in the Joslin Smith case? I was having lunch with Rob Hershoff in some place near Saldanha. We were just having lunch. While I was having lunch, the councillor of Saldanha, the PA councillor of Saldanha, is Vernon Frachom, called me and said, can he see me and come and brief me about a child that's missing because her mother is a member of the Patriotic Alliance. I said, that's fine. Come brief me. When he came, my lunch just finished with Rob Hershoff, and I said to him, sit down, have something to eat, what's happening? He's telling me this child is missing. He says, Pres, this child is missing. And this child's mother is a member of the Patriotic Alliance. I said, really? I said, okay, I'm going to have a meeting here, another meeting. I will join you guys this afternoon to come and help you search for the child. I went to join him. The afternoon I got there, they were searching for the child. I didn't join them to search. I was sitting in my vehicle. And he said to me, he's bringing the mother. That's the first time in my life I saw Kelly. Kelly came and she just said, my president. She just came and she said, my president. She hugged me and everyone was looking at us, and I said to her, no, jump in the car. We will speak in the vehicle. She jumped in the car and we sat there, and she said to me, my child is missing. I said, who's got your child? She said to me, it is the black people there in the squatter camp. I said, huh? She said, it's the black people in the squatter camp, they have my child. And I started chatting to her, and she's like, let's just drive around. And she just wanted to get away. I said, no, man, don't you think we should help to search? She said, no, let's just drive around. I wasn't about to leave the scene because I want to know if those black people, as she say, as a child, I need to be here. to make sure that there's no violence. Next moment, I started chatting to her. But the more I chat to her, I get this feeling that everything about this person is not the actions of a mother that has just lost a child. But I'm like, trauma makes people act different. Trauma makes people act different. So I said, no, man, it's time. Let's just drive around. Let's be cool, me and you. I realized there's something here that is not making sense to me. I then said to her, no, it's fine. Let me, and she said, no, I must still go to the police station. I said, you go to the police station. I'm going to remain behind and search. I stayed behind. I couldn't leave. I just couldn't leave the fact that I don't know where that child is. Next moment, we're searching, but then we're hungry. We haven't had dinner, but people are still searching. I then said to Divan, go to KFC and buy, I think, 30 or so barrels of food for all the people that's searching here. Because we can't eat and leave these people here. When the people were eating, I said, listen, I have to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I came back the next day to come and help look for Joslin. We start searching, and then somebody came to me and said, no, they saw somebody walking with Joslin to they call this thing, I want to get the right name. It's like a dam there. He said the person walked in that direction. I then said, where's the cop? Then the cop came. I said, listen, this man has information. Can you go and see? The cop, there's a white man I met. He was the cop. The man was, let me go and see. Next moment, this gentleman, the cop, I don't see urgency in him. Because this is the first 48 hours to 120 hours. But I don't want to judge him. Next day, the cop is nowhere to be found. I'm still searching. But I'm friends with Kelly that time. By then, I didn't tell no one except Divan and Eddie and my guys. I called them the evening. I said, listen, I don't care what you guys see, but this woman knows something that she's not telling us. Then she told me about Nigerians that took the child. I'm like, Nigerians? The other day, you said it was black people. Today is Nigerians, but I leave her. I keep her close to me. I confront the cop. I said, sir, can I ask you a question? Is this your first missing person child that you have investigated? He said to me, no, there was another child that was missing, but that person died. So I said, so this is your second one? And the first one passed on. He said, yeah, they found the body or something like that in Saldanha. I said, fine. I keep on looking for this child. I keep on looking for this child. Now I'm obsessed with this case. Like, I don't want to go home. We're looking for this child. We're following up leads. We're looking for this child. We're looking for the child. But there's only 2 policemen I've seen. So I asked myself, where's the cops while we're looking for this baby? Where's the cops? I don't see the cops. You see 2, and then they drive again, then they come back, then they're there. But there's not an operation, if you understand what is operation. When a child gets missing and the community is searching, there must be operation that directs us what to do as the community. We were just looking for the child, we were going there, we are falling up on leads. We were told there's a grave there. When we see we just see soil, we will open up. We'll open those soil thinking the child is there. We look for that child on every day, every single day. We look for that child. We didn't leave. People were coming. The NCC political party came to help. The DA members came to help. Everybody was helping. There was there's no politics. I remember different parties. Marius Fransman's party came. We were all together. There was no that this is a PA thing or this is a ANC. Even the ANC was helping us to look. So we start to look, we can't find this child. I talked to the cop. The cop is like, yeah, no, can't find the child. I'm following up some leads. But he doesn't give me confidence. I'm thinking like, well, gee, who are you to expect him to give you confidence? Maybe he's not sharing with you. I leave him. But I'm disturbed by how nonchalant these people are regarding the child. This white cop that testified first. Next moment, I'm thinking, why is the mayor and the local people, the police station, people are not really searching for the child? It's the community. Even when I go home to sleep, the community continues to search. When I come in the morning, the community is still searching. Now, it happens so that people would leave the house without eating because I now become the guy that would get the food. The people never asked me for food. I was the one offering the food. So I start every day, we'll get people to make food. People will make soup. Other people will make soup of the different parties. We were just one big, happily family looking for this child. Pastor Liu and Umbiza and everyone, Shakes. And then I start talking to Shakes because I see she's obsessed with finding this child. Shakes tell me, yo, I don't understand. The same things that Sheikh testified in the court, she started telling me some of those stuff. On, I think it was the 6th or 7th day, they say the case, we see a letter now. This is where it gets interesting. We get a letter that said from the mayor of Saldanha. The letter says, I posted the letter, it says, the cops have stopped the investigation. The cops stopped the investigation, and as the cops stopped the investigation, they're not going to look for Joslin anymore. He's asking the province, which is Ellen Wendy and Jordan E. Lewis and them, to send him the backup to look for the child. I'm like, what? Where have you ever heard the cops stop investigation after 6 days? This is wrong. This can't be. I will never allow this. The whole community is looking to Pres McKenzie. What are we going to do? Mothers are crying. I heard the cops are not going to look for Joslin. I said, don't worry, I'm not going to leave. People are asking me, are you leaving us? Are you also going to leave? I said, no, I'm not going to leave. I promise you. You know the worst part? I was so accused of being in politics. PA work stood still. PA work. There was no, Clayton must go there. I was focused on this case every day. We would be up until 3 o'clock. We'll get tips. We'll follow up leads. We do all those things. Now this is where it gets very interesting. The cops, the municipality of Saldanha municipality, this is a government institution, write a letter, this is number one, writes a letter saying the investigation has been stopped. The province, the whole province, are now saying they are sending, they are also going to send investigators, which they did. They're also saying they are sending rubber boats, which they did. I'm like, wow, this is so good what the DA is doing. The DA government is really helping. We saw the rubber boats. Although it wasn't the amount they said he's sending, but I said to Mbiza, stop complaining. At least they sent some. I thought, I've got a little bit of money. I must also help. I then said, guys, let us get also people in to come and assist. All of those things. I said, let me just get the cops to hear what do they need, the cops that is coming to us, what do they need? I'll pay for helicopters, I'll pay for whatever they want, I'll pay for. But this child must be found. We are running against time. The next moment, we got a tip of Joslin is somewhere, but we needed dogs. I asked for dogs. They said the dogs are sleeping. This was 3 o'clock in the morning. They said the dogs are sleeping. We can't wake the cops. The dogs up there sleeping. I was like, what is happening here? Who is hiding something here? What is truly going on here? You stopped the investigation. You don't want to give us. That moment I realized the cops don't want to help. I then said, from now on, I don't care how much money I spend. I'm going to find Joslin. I spoke to many people that I know can help. Can you bring your helicopter? Can you bring this? We're going to look for Joslin. After that, I started making statements about Joslin. I started writing to, who did I write to? I think I wrote, did I write to the president or did I write to the, can't remember, I'll just check my records. I write to say, we want 10. I said to the people, but when this dog issues is sleeping, we are live. We tell people what's happening. So this is not the first time people hear about dogs that were sleeping. I became so obsessed with this Joslin thing. I come home, my daughters would ask me, did you find her? I walk in the mall, people, did you find her? We look for Joslin. We look for Joslin. We get a WhatsApp one day that Joslin is being driven from Cape Town. I go live. I make every Patriotic Alliance member go on the highway trying to search for Joslin. That time is the intelligence that is now talking to Divan and my guys and talking to us. The intelligence. They telling us, no, you see, there's fights. There's too many cops here. We don't like those ones. Then the infighting. No, sorry, before the infighting. Then we have a meeting with the community. In the meeting with the community, the DA also calls a meeting. We've already called our meeting. Next moment, Bekitele also has a meeting. We hear Bekitele is coming. The National Commission of Police then come, Bekitele, to me. We're sitting there on the bakkie. We have our meeting. He has his meeting. The DA has a meeting. But nobody goes to the meeting of the DA. Nobody goes to the meeting of Bekitele. No one. The meeting, the people come to my meeting. Next moment, my meeting, Bekitele comes. He comes with an ANC councillor. The people didn't want Bekitele to speak at my meeting, standing on my bakkie. I said to the people, stop it. We must respect the cops. Let us listen to Mr. Bekitele. Mr. Bekitele at least came here. Bekitele then tells me, Minister Bekitele then, he says to me, Minister, this is a lie. We've never closed the case. We've never closed the case. Do you have proof that these people said the case? I take out the letter. I said, here's the letter. Bekitele says, no, but you are lying to the mayor of Beaufort. He says to him, you are lying while we are standing there by my bakkie. This is not the truth. Where did you get? The mayor became like red in the face. The minister confronts him. Who said the case is closed? I said, Minister, I don't care if you guys close this case. I will not stop looking. He says to me, you have my word, we are going to bring reinforcements. I said, thank you, Minister. Thank you, Minister. Reinforcements. The mayor couldn't answer when he was asked. So I look at the mayor. So all of a sudden people want to know, what do you know? What do you know? How far are you with the investigation? The cops are starting to ask us, how far are you with the investigation? I'm like, what is happening here? This one cop comes to me, a colored cop. He says to me, how many protectors do you have here? I said, 3. I'm lying to him, because what does he got to do with my protectors? I said, I only have 3 protectors here. Who are they? I said, but why are you asking me this question? He says, no, we just want to make sure that the commissioner is not in trouble here. We want to know who can carry guns. I said, no, I only have 3 here. But I'm lying to him. So I tell my guys, stand 3-3. 3-3. I point Divan, I point Brocky, and I think Lalo was together. I make Vicky and the other guy jump in another car. Next moment, and we're going to search for Joslin. The cops are going for. After they came to our Baki, after we spoke nicely, the cops are going for Divan and them. They arrest them. They arrest Divan, Eddie, I think, and Brocky. They take them to the police station. They say, what have we done? No. Just bring your and they take the guns. Now, I can't have protectors with no guns. I can't have protectors with no guns. So then I'm like, oh, they want me to leave Saldanha. So without bodyguards, I can't walk around here in the middle of the night without protectors. So they took the guns. They just locked them up, just kept them for 4 hours in the police station. So now I'm like, something big is happening here. Next moment, people say, I take Kelly. I take Kelly to Spur, start giving. So I check Kelly's phone, says her phone is not working. I'm like, what? I buy Kelly a new phone so that we can trace, the cops can trace her and whatever. I buy Kelly a phone. I give Kelly money. I'm winning Kelly's favor. I'm now seeing that Kelly dominates Buddha. Kelly dominates Buddha totally. I'm close to them. They start telling me stuff. I'm the one that Kelly was like close to now. By then, I'm 100% sure this woman knows where Joslin is. I'm trying to follow. The cops then took them away and booked them in a guest house. Not us, the cops, with the municipality. They booked them in a guest house. I'm like saying to my guys, that is good. Maybe they're recording them there. They're recording them. So now we don't have our firearms, but Vicky's got his firearm. And Tyler and Habibi, they still have their firearms because I told the protector of Patriotic, no, those are the guys. But this protector is not a protector that is a policeman. That when the minister comes, he was guarding the minister there. So I can't say he's his bodyguard for sure. Fine. Now we're sitting, guys. Somebody's trying to get us off this case. Kelly then start talking stuff. And every time there's a new suspect that is the case, telling me this. Kelly's giving me addresses to go and search for Joslin. Fine. Next week, Patriotic really sent 720 cops. 720 cops. They come, they look for Joslin, they look for Joslin, they look for Joslin. There's boats, there's everything, the cops. Now I'm thinking, but why don't you take action against the people that set up the cops? Why is the DA now silent? Now you have the police from the Western Cape, you have the cops of Bekele, you have the local Saldanha police, you have the intelligence. They start fighting. They start fighting with each other. Now the ones that's close to us is telling us, no, this ones you mustn't give them information. But everybody wants information from us. By then we think we're working with the cops. So one day I can't keep my eyes open. Tivan said, no, I must go sleep. I go sleep. Tivan said, he's not sleeping. As I'm sleeping, I just slept. Tivan comes and he knocks on the door. He says, Mackenzie, boss. I'm like, yes, what's up, Tivan? He says, the cops are looking for you. They have a problem. I said, what's the problem? He says, they found the grave of Joslin and they're about to dig it, but the community does not want to leave. The community told him they are not leaving. He says, we are sure Joslin is at that grave. I said, fine, let me go. I was so tired. I haven't slept for 3 days. I was holding my eyes like this to keep it open. But I left Cape Town. I go back to Saldanha. I go to the garage. There's a garage there, engine. There's a colored lady working there. I buy all the chips, all the cold drinks. I buy that shop. I buy everything in the shop. And I go to the people. I said, luister mense, let's eat, but you have to listen to the cops. You guys must go home now. I'm instructing you as your leader. Those people didn't argue. The people of Middle Post will tell you the truth. They didn't like what I said. I said, let the cops please go home. I will keep you informed what is happening. I told them, Biza, I said, you don't leave. Go sleep in your car. The cops left. The people left after my instruction. I also left because my job was to assist the police. That time I'm thinking we're working together because there's no police that told me I've interfered. There's no police. They're asking me for help, these people. Biza comes the next day, he says to me, Pres, when you left, these people also left. Nobody guarded the place. Nobody guarded the place. Biza was angry. I said, Biza, something is not making sense here. Shop. They go. We didn't hear. So as things speaks, Kelly says to me, you see, who was at the house? We're painting the story now on our own, but we don't tell the cops. The people said, so Kelly says, no, Stefano was there, this one was there. So I asked the cops tell me, no, we're looking for them, we can't find them. I'm like, excuse me? Let me go and look for them. I go to Stefano. He's with the councillor, but I think if it was the councillor, he jumps in my car. Now something happened that is very hard to explain to normal people, but I'm going to explain it here. It's very hard to explain the following thing. That was the breakthrough in the Joslin Smith case, but you will understand this. Stefano is what you call a scholar. A scholar, not a scholar. He's at the gates of the 26. He's not a soldier of the 26. He's at the gate. So he's still going to become a soldier. He's not a Frans. In prison language, he's still a Frans. So I call him. He knows who I am. He knows Ekker's daughter in his mind. So I said to him, my bro, what happened? Now this is where it's difficult to understand for normal people. The conversation between me and him was not a normal conversation. It wasn't the cops interviewing him. It wasn't his friends. It wasn't Kelly. It wasn't the police. It wasn't the lawyers. It was his daughter. Now you have to be in jail to understand. Sy gaat nie lieg vir die daughter sê. Do you guys get that part? Like, it's very hard to explain to people what happened in that car between me and him. It was life. So when he spoke to me as somebody that he can't lie to. He spoke to me as somebody that's very high up. And he said to me, I said, my bro, wat dink jy het gebeur met Joslin? My brother, what do you think? I knew he would not lie to me. Not because I'm special, no. Because of that relationship of jail. He said to me, Joslin was sold. That was not a normal conversation. That was the number. It was the number speaking in that time. He said to me, Joslin was sold. I said, who do you think bought Joslin? He said, Ayanda. Now, there's certain things you must understand van die 3 en 4 kamp. Like, there's certain things you must understand about prison. It's so hard to explain that, but I'm going to try. He couldn't lie to me. I don't know. He wasn't speaking. He was speaking to somebody that he must respect. Lying is punishable by death. In that world, you can lie to another scholar, but you can't lie for the Owens man. It's like the Slambaz. I want to find the English words. Let's just say he couldn't lie to me. And he said to me, Ayanda. I said, sharp. I took him to the police station. He get to the police station. The police said, he's not a suspect. I said, fine. Fine. He goes back home. I tell the cops, Kelly knows something. No, Kelly has been cleared by the lie detector test. I'm like, what? Kelly has been cleared by the lie detector test. And her and Buddha, I must go home now. The case is finished. I'm like, I'm not leaving here. I'm not leaving here. This woman, how could she be cleared? I said to the cops, you mind showing me the result of the lie detector test? They said, no, I'm not a police. I said, fine. We kept on following leads. There's good cops. Good cops. They said to me, Minister, I wasn't a minister, President of PA. We can't talk, but what's happening here is witchcraft. Cops came to us in front of my guys. They're like, whatever you do, don't leave here. Good cops, don't leave. They want you gone, McKenzie. They want you gone. Don't leave. What? I'm talking about good cops. That, you know, cops that called me even the other day, they said they'll testify for me. They say, don't leave here. They want you gone. You're in the way. They can't close this case while you're here. I said, this case will not be closed. I don't care. Sharp. Most of the things you've seen on the live, we look. Then we are thinking, wait. I said to Kelly, what do you think happened? I've never met Rendz. Kelly says, no, my child, every day there's somebody else that took this child. So I'm like, guys, we must get Buddha on the tape. We must get Buddha on the tape. We must record him live. So we have a plan. I said, Kelly, listen, I want to give you 1,000 rands for you to go and buy yourself, because she said to me that she needs airtime. I'm like, I want to give you 1,000 rands for airtime, but here's the thing. Before I give you the money, I need to ask Buddha quick 1 or 2 questions. She says, fine. So I'm like, oh, I'm on my way. Divan is there. She tells Buddha, in front of Divan, Buddha, listen to me. When you speak, you must take out a tear. When you speak, you must take out a tear. You must cry. You must take out a tear. Divan nearly fell down. She coached him what to say. But she's doing this in front of Divan, because she thinks they are friends now. Divan tells the cops. We tell the cops this incident. Then the cops, when I was interviewing this boy, Stefano. He made a mistake. Not a mistake, but he mentioned the name of Ayanda, took the child from Muti. He said, Kosa. That's what he said. Instantly, I think, the people are going to go for Ayanda. Before the SG tells me, Pastor Tejada tells me, Pastor Kofi and all of them tells me, Pres, these people are going to Ayanda's house, to Ayanda's place. I said to my guys, let's go get Ayanda. We got to Ayanda. I said, Ate opklim. I'm the one saying that. Let's take him to the police station. I even said there was a time when he was like, yeah, where are you taking me? I said, no, we are saving your life on the life. I said, no, we are not doing anything. We are saving your life because the people want to hurt you. We are saving you. We are saving you. Next moment, we take him to the police station. I said to the councillor, take him into the police station. I'm with shakes. At the police station, the cop said they don't need Ayanda. Ayanda come back, he tells me, no, President, they don't need me. Don't you have a cigarette? I don't even smoke, but I managed to get him a cigarette. I then asked the councillor, you want to take him home? He came to me. It's the first time I give a man a cigarette. I said, Sharp, Ayanda walk in that police station like he owns the police station. We took him to the police station. Next moment, now this is where it gets very interesting. Regan, the MEC of Safety and Security, they leave everything they're doing. They rush to Saldanha. When they go to Saldanha, they were left alone to talk to Ayanda. On what basis? What they said to Ayanda is where this case gets interesting. Then he goes and he says, a press conference, a case of kidnapping has been opened against McKenzie against Ayanda. This is a good businessman. A good businessman. A good businessman. How do you know this guy? For you to tell the whole world he's a good businessman. Where do you get involved, Regan, Ellen? You tell the world this guy is a good businessman. I'm like, Tiffan, this is weird. This guy Ayanda's got power. The cops fear Ayanda. Now they want to arrest Ayanda. They want to arrest us. Sup, I'll leave this issue. We get the recording from somebody in the DA saying, they said, no, he mustn't be arrested before the elections. He mustn't be arrested before the elections because it will make him more popular. We'll arrest him after the election. I'm like, yeah, Tivan, who's this Ayanda guy? What does he have on these people? Nobody. For the DA to come and have a press conference about Ayanda. For the cops to say, no, this man did nothing wrong. He walks in that police station like he owns the police station. I'm like, let's follow Ayanda. Next moment, we hear the cops took Ayanda out of Saldanha. What? They're not looking for Joslin. So now I'm trying to find out who's Ayanda. By my contacts, they come from jail. They said, no, he's the biggest drug dealer. He's a big drug dealer. I'm like, wait a minute. Now this thing makes sense to me. Why is the DA saying this guy is a business person? In our investigation, we found out that Ayanda has been getting equipment from the DA mayor, the same mayor that said the case is closed. People, I want you to look at this thing I'm telling you here. I'm going to bring it together for you, but some of you are already making your own. This man got equipment to start a car wash. On what basis? This man, that place is not zoned for a car wash, but he's using that place. It's not zoned for a car wash. This man is a drug dealer. These people, the mayor makes a statement and said the cops, it's a lie. The mayor in a letter says the cops closed the case. That's a lie. That is now what you call interfering in police investigations. If you lie that the police has stopped, why is the mayor of Saldanha lying and saying the cops closed the case? Why? Guys, I hope by now you've already connected the dots. The mayor of Saldanha is saying the case has been closed. Why is he lying? For who is he lying? What is his motive? Why is he lying? And why is he interfering in the police matter? That's one. Two, Regan Ellen comes all the way, he drops, people are being shot in Mrs. Plain, he's never been there. People are being shot in Menenberg, people are being shot in Kraaifontein, he's never been there. When Ayanda gets arrested, he leaves everything. He comes and talks to Ayanda. After speaking to Ayanda, same time, Ayanda opens a case against us. They go for Buddha, they go for Kelly, they go for a thing, but they don't go for Ayanda. From that moment on, they're investigating us, they're following us wherever we go. They're no longer looking for Joslin. This means car wash. The government paid for it. Next moment, Rendz is a state witness, Ayanda's girl. She must be released from jail, but Kelly and them are remaining behind. Let me take 2 steps back. Ayanda walks in that police station like he owns it. He walks out of there. The cops don't ask him about Joslin, they ask him about Gayton. Now let's just stop at the kidnapping. The kidnapping case. How do I kidnap? First, there must be motive for kidnapping. What is my motive? I kidnap you. I say while I'm kidnapping you, no, I am saving your life because they want to. People will kill you. I have people from my own party that wants to kill him because they want Joslin. Now, while I'm busy kidnapping you, I'm saying to you, I'm saving your life, I'm taking you to the police station. I don't take you via. I take you straight to the police station. After I kidnap you, you come back to your kidnapper, you come and ask for a cigarette. Your kidnapper instructs Vinnen Frachum, his counsel, to take him home. That's the case against me, kidnapping. Now I kidnap this man to the police station. I tell this man, I'm taking you to the police station because your life is in danger. I'm a leader of people. After I kidnap him, he get to the police station. Then the one policeman come and make a statement, Ayanda was assaulted. A police at Saldanha says Ayanda was assaulted. They said they took him to the doctor, bruises, whatever. When was this man assaulted? We were on the live the whole time. Who assaults somebody and take the person to the police station? Why is the police now a witness for Ayanda? What about Joslin? Now, before I tell you what happened and what I suspect, Ayanda is telling the cops, Rendz must come out, I'm sure. Because Rendz is now, in our investigation, I then wrote a post. It's still there. I said, this woman that they arrested there has nothing to do with this thing. What has this woman done? This woman doesn't feature nowhere. The black woman there. The next day, they withdrew the case against that lady. After I wrote my post, I said, this lady's got nothing to do with it. So, we look at Kelly and Puta. So we're still with them every day. Next moment, Kelly's acting strange. Kelly is acting strange. Puta is clean. These people are now traveling with the bag. We're having a concert for a church concert for missing Kelly, for missing Joslin. We get there, she says to me, I don't think I should go. I'm too weak. Am I crying in front of the people? I said, that's good. She gets there, but Puta is not with her. So we keep an eye on Puta. Hey, these people are just otherwise. These people are just behaving strange. Divan says they got bags. These people are going to touch tonight. They're going to leave tonight. Kelly, that told me she's too weak, starts dancing there with temple boys. There's a woman that lost a child dancing, saying to me, oh, Thing's favorite band was. So I said to her, Kelly, stop this dancing thing. She says to me, no, Joslin's favorite thing was temple boys. At the end, the evening, I said to Kelly, I'm going to give you money that you must bank for yourself. So you and Buddha must move out of this place one day. But you must keep the money. But let me go see how I can get some money. We'll just book you in a hotel, wait for us. Divan then left with them. He took them to Huchi's Bay or something like that. I don't know what hotel Divan booked them in. The cops left them. Divan paid. They were there. Then they guarded outside. Buddha keeps on looking through the windows, I'm told. I wasn't there. Or I'm back. I know what happened there. So, Buddha, next morning we keep them there. Divan keep on telling them, oh, the press is coming with lots of money for you guys. The cops called Divan. Listen, we can't find them. Do you guys know where they are? Divan says, yes, we know where they are. The cops call us, the ones that's interfering, apparently. They don't know where Joslin's mom is, Kelly. They don't know where Buddha is. But we know. Now, they must not lie to the court. We paid for that hotel. The proof is there. We give them not only the hotel, we give them the room number we booked them in. They went to arrest them. We thought we were going to be called as witnesses, so we can say our say. Because people make you say nothing and then they go on. So I want to tell you where's Joslin in my mind, where I think Joslin is. I want to tell you what happened so that the people must know the truth. Let me tell you, Rendz, Buddha, Kelly, Stefano, and Ayanda long plan to sell Joslin. Joslin's sale was long planned. And I'm going to make 5 accusations here that you must, 5 things that you don't need to believe me. I want you to connect these 5 dots for me. Now what happened, the mastermind is Ayanda. He's the mastermind. There's a drug dealer that the cops has arrested. Not arrested, they keep on questioning him. I forgot what his name is in that place. The drug dealer they keep on asking, who's this? They keep on asking how much money did Kelly and them have? No. Kelly was paid. They used the same money by Ayanda and not by the other drug dealer that the cop has been harassing. I think they've questioned him 3 or 4 times, the drug dealer. While they had the main co-named drug dealer. So Kelly did get the money. And the money came from, the money was used, when any drug user, when he has a 20,000, 19,000 of that money goes to drugs. Any drug user, any addict. Now there's 4 addicts together. Gums is his name. The guy's name is Gums. They were harassing Gums, asking Gums questions. You, how much money? Gums was not the guy they should have looked at. Gums was his name. Now Gums must know. No. Not only all that money went to Ayanda. Now, here's where you must put the dots together. I've got 5 questions. Now, this is what I think. I tell you first my questions, and then I tell you where I think what happened to Joslin. Joslin is still alive. Joslin was not this, the whole thing of Muti, whatever. I don't buy that thing. You see, in the West Coast, there's a lot of people with houses on the whole West Coast. And that West Coast, there's a lot of people that has houses in the West Coast, but they don't stay in the West Coast. Joslin was sold by powerful people with the help of Ayanda. By one of the owners there. I'll tell you why. Somebody very wealthy bought Joslin. Why I'm saying somebody very wealthy in Joslin, we chased that trail. We couldn't find Joslin. The cops couldn't find Joslin. Joslin was not bought by some Sangoma around the corner. The whole country was looking for Joslin. The West Coast, it's not the first time children go missing there. There's a syndicate, and that syndicate got politicians with them. That syndicate got drug dealers with them. Now you ask me, let me tell you, how are we going to sort Joslin's? I'm going to pay a heavy price that I'm willing to pay in order to have them in the box. Ask yourself, why is the mayor lying? Or the police is lying, or the mayor is lying. But this time it's the mayor, it's not the police. Why would the police, what makes a man write a statement on an official letterhead to lie? Guys, stop there. I'm going with 5 points. This is point number 1. Stop your brain and listen to what I'm telling you. For what would the mayor of Saldanha lie? Can somebody answer that question? Why would he say the cops have stopped the investigation while Minister Bekele was honest in front of him and said, where did you get this? He couldn't answer. So the first one is, for what reason? I want you guys to tell me that's the first dot you need to connect. Why would he lie to say the investigation has been stopped and they want to take it over? They want to take it over. They. Guys, I'm going to stop on this point before I go to number 2. I need you to understand what I'm asking you. Why would a state, the municipality is a state, write a letter, a state, and say, and lie about another arm of the state? For whose benefit? For whose benefit? Now, I want them tomorrow to bring out statements and say, why did he lie? Because if he says he's not lying, then the cops are lying. But somebody's lying. I'm still back on number 1 because I don't see you answering me. Why would the mayor write the statement and said, listen, let us take over the investigation, send me some. He wants some boats, he wants some helicopters, he wants some what? And the people did send it on the other side. They did send it. Now, why would he lie? Now, that's a question. Now, let's say he didn't lie. Why would the cops lie? That's number one. That's number one. They sold Joslin to somebody that wanted a child. And Ayanda has the link between the politicians and the powerful people. That's why they have to protect Ayanda. That's number one, my one question. Number two, why would Regan Ellen come for Ayanda? People are dying every day. Why would he come for a kidnapping to the police station? That's question number two you must ask yourself. They're going to answer me in these questions. Question number two, 3,000 people are being shot dead. Regan Ellen is missing in action. Why would he come for this one suspect? That's question number two. That's question number two. Becky Kelly confronted him in front of me and said, why are you lying? He couldn't answer him. I was there when he confronted him. That's question number two. Question number one, why would they do this? Question number two, why would the whole provincial MEC leave everything? Question number three, Ayanda didn't have a phone. Ayanda didn't have a phone. How did Regan Ellen know Ayanda has been kidnapped? How did he know? How many kidnapping cases are happening every day where they can't find the people? But this kidnapping case, they must come out and call the media. Number three, how did he know? Who in the police told him, hey, is Pres McKenzie is op Ayanda? So you have the questions, and I want you to make up your own mind. I want you to, don't stand with me. Ask yourself those questions. People are dying every day. The MEC doesn't call there. The MEC doesn't call a press conference. He lies. How does he know Ayanda if he says he's a good businessman? How does Regan, I'm giving you all the questions. How does Regan Ellen know Ayanda is a good business person? How does he know? He's holding a press conference telling you Ayanda is a good business person. How does he know Ayanda is a good business person? The woman that gave Ayanda 2 children said he's a drug dealer. The MEC saying he's a good business person. Who would you believe? I'm coming now to my proof of my points, to prove my points. Well, now you have my first 3 questions. I'm still coming to number 4. How does this man know this man is a good business person? Why does he come out and have a press conference for this particular person? Fast forward. This is the same person, the mayor, that gave this guy a startup for business. A cover, not a startup in my opinion. The mayor needs to come and explain to us. Open the books. What qualified Ayanda to get this? Where was it advertised? Now here's the worst coincidence. You know, I checked it with a friend of mine in Russia today. I called him, I said to him, I want to tell you the story. He knows nothing about the case. South African that lives there. I told him the story. Me and him are stuck on the same thing. What is the coincidence where a man that has been given equipment by the DA is the same man that's a suspect in the missing child's case? And they do everything to get him. Ayanda then said to them, Rendz must be freed. Rendz has been made the state witness instead of Stefano. Stefano said, Kelly says it's Ayanda. Stefano says it's Ayanda. But the cops let Ayanda go. Let's talk about the people that was there. Why were they nervous to call Regan Ellen to come to Saldanha? I was not there when Joslin got missing. You were not there. I don't know what Buddha says, but Kelly says through a lawyer, it's Ayanda. Stefano says it's Ayanda. Why is Ayanda out? Why is Ayanda's woman outside? She lies in that court. And every time they catches her, she gets some sort of amnesia or sickness or whatever. Let me just charge this other phone. Now, yes. Why were other people in Saldanha not helped? Now Rendz is saying Ayanda is no longer a drug dealer. Kelly says that and that. Now let me go to the next point. They open a case against me. Now let me tell you what I'm going to do with myself. And you must take my word for it. I'm waiting for them to come and arrest us. Because we already have information that they're going to kill Ayanda. After arresting us, they're going to kill him. And they're going to kill him to nearby where we are. So the murder can be pinned on me. We already have that information. But let me tell you what we're going to do. Waiting for them to arrest us. I will not apply for bail. I will stay 1 year in jail and call Ayanda as a witness. I have to face my accuser. Call the mayor, subpoena the mayor. Everything I've told you now, I'm going to call every cop. I'm going to replay the whole scene in court. I'm going to bring Ayanda to court. He's my accuser. I'm going to ask him from the fact that you got this. He must talk. He's my accuser. I must face my accuser in court. I'm going to subpoena everyone they are not calling. And I'm going to go after them for unlawful arrest. I'm going to go after all those cops in their personal... I'm going to go for their pensions. I'm going to go for everybody involved in this case. We must find Joslin. Now, here's where I show you that Joslin is not dead. Somebody switched Joslin's things, birth certificate or something. They broke into the school twice. They stole nothing. They called the school and they wanted they said they're the media, but the principal is too clever of that school. They called the principal and they said they're the media. They want the birth certificates or whatever they wanted. But the principal was too clever for them. There's hospital records. Kelly doesn't know who has a child. She sold the child. Buddha is just there because he was part of the transaction initially. The mastermind is Ayanda. Rendz doesn't know who has the child. Kelly doesn't know who has the child. Buddha doesn't know who has the child. That child was bought through very people in high places. Their child is still alive. They would not have broken into the school. They would not have called the school. They would not have tried to tamper with police records because they're trying to take their child out of the country. It's very difficult to take a child out of the country without paperwork. The answer is by Ayanda. So I'm waiting for them to arrest us, me and Divan and them. If they think the PA will fall apart, they are sadly mistaken. We're going to find our child. And everybody is going to be called to testify. We will call all of them and everything we've said now. And I'm going to speak to the Minister of Police on Wednesday. I can tell you with my head on my heart, my hand on my heart, he's an honest man. Trust me. He's an honest man. The Minister of Police, the current one, is an honest man. But if they take us, we'll call back Kele, we'll call Ayanda, we'll call Rendz, we'll call Trutte, we'll call Regan Ellen, we'll call every cop that worked there, even the ones that will testify on our behalf. We'll put the system on trial. And when we're done with them, we will sue them for unlawful arrest. Joslin is still alive. Kelly can't tell you where Joslin is. She tried to send me messages from jail to say I must go to this address and that address. Don't look at Kelly now. Look at the mind of an addict. Kelly knew she didn't sell a child to the Sangoma. Kelly knew a mother can't, it's not that cold. Kelly knows her child is in a safer place. Joslin told the children in class, I don't need this book anymore, I'm not coming because her mother told her, you are going to a nice place. Joslin told her sister, Kelly told her sister, Kelly told the pastor. So Kelly is not, she knows her child is not being killed for Muti. But there's a missing link. I'm not scared of the cops. I'm not scared of you arresting me. I have enough money, but I will not pay the bail. I'll pay the bail of everybody else. But I will wait. Because I want Ayanda to have his day in court. I want you guys to explain who kidnaps a person to the police station. I will call my witnesses. I've got all the lives. I will call the cops that woke me up in the middle of the night to come and speak to the community. And then you must mix that with me interfering. They were interfering with my sleep. When they called us to ask us, where's Joslin? Where's Kelly? They were interfering with our dinner or with our breakfast because they look for a suspect. We put Kelly there. We put Buddha there. We put Ayanda, Rendz there. And we brought you Ayanda. You know that some of you, you've not done your work. Now you want to use us as scapegoats. Ons is nie bang vir julle nie. Maak julle goedes. Dink julle ons is bang vir die tronk? Maak julle goedes. Do what you want to do. Do your things. You think I'm this people, you can just put stuff on and it's just going to disappear. You are in together with the person making the decision to charge us. Ons baisa julle nie. Almal van julle. Ek gaan julle ding wys wat julle nooit gesien het in julle lewe nie. We're going to lawyer up for you. You will come and answer, all of you. From the day you join the force, we will pull out everything. We will find Joslin through our interrogation. And you must put Ayanda here in front of me. A drug dealer. You were chasing Pres McKenzie instead of looking for Joslin. I want Regan Ellen, when I'm in jail, he must come as a witness. I must ask him, of the 3,000 people I'll have their names by then. What makes him come for this one? Who called him? I will put them all on the stand. I will take days. My lawyers will ask them questions. Divan's lawyers will ask them questions. Eddie's lawyers, Vicky's lawyers, all of our lawyers. You're not going to threaten us with arrest over our head. Arrest us. If you want to arrest us, you're going to pay. Now, because don't talk, otherwise we'll arrest you. Arrest us if you feel we've done something wrong. The people know the truth. Don't come and think. You took our warning statements already, so come take us. Because you feel we are guilty, but you're going to pay. And we're going to call every single one of your people. The child will come out. You think I did that for politics? Politics. I did this because I have daughters, man. I look at my daughter, that's Joslin's age. You know, Joslin has consumed all of us. She's left her child at home to look for Joslin. It was never politics for us. Never. It was never politics for me. Because Pres McKenzie, julle gaat vol raak wie ek. That child is by a rich family. So much money has gone in from my pocket, the cops' pocket, to look for that child. We already know after you arrest us, you know we're going to apply for bail. And then all of a sudden Ayanda gets killed. Where we are, then we're the suspects. No, we will wait our turn. Ayanda must get. I will sit in jail for a year to 2 years for Joslin. I'll do that for Joslin. I will wait I want my lawyers to ask you all questions the world must see. And to everybody listening, let me tell you something. Joslin is the window to all the kids that have been missing in Saldanha and nearby. Joslin is the key to all those children that have been missing. For that child, I can go to jail. Let me tell you, you think I care about being a minister? Me. My children will not go hungry while I'm in jail. Their father worked out for them. But the truth must come out. We found children, 2 kids, in the time we were looking for Joslin. Not the cops. Julle wat sê Joslin is dood, that child is not dead. Joslin is alive. just want to know who bought Joslin. Because whoever bought Joslin is the key to all the children that's missing there. We are going to find them, and I'm willing to pay a price. I'm willing to pay a price. Bring your Ayanda to come stand before me. I'll bring every drug buyer from him who will come and testify that you rather trust a drug dealer. This thing is massive, people. There's big things coming out of here. Ek is hulle nie bang nie. Don't send messages. Yeah, we mustn't talk about this case. I don't want you to arrest her. Come arrest me now. Ek paisa julle nie. Ons paisa julle niksie. Julle gaat sien. This thing where you just get people, I'm not killing them. Come there with state lawyers. Julle gaat the ding sien. Joslin is the key for the whole syndicate. People are looking for their children. But ek wil hê julle moet ken. Julle kan my kom vat. Before God tonight, I will never apply for bail. Because ek het klaar gehoor wat is julle planne. Kelly is fail. Saam met almal van hulle wat daar is. And those people. Ek is net bly Joslin is lewendig. But I want you to bring Ayanda to court. I want you to bring Trutter. I want to bring Regan Ellen as a word. I will subpoena them in my defense. He must explain to me how did he find out, who called him. The cops must explain to me how did they leave him as a suspect. But I can tell you this today. Ek is lang nie dronken. Mense sê Ayanda, hy gaan die waarheid praat. He's going to tell the truth. En van julle sal tronk toe gaan. Your pension that you worked for, you're going to see. So Wednesday, I'm going to tell the police commissioner, the minister of police, the truth. Because that man can tell you now. He's one of the most truthful people you can get. So it's element, maar kom. Moenie threaten en boodskappe stuur nie. Kom haal my. Julle gaan 'n ding sien. Die waarheid gaan uitkom. The truth will come out. I can never continue with my life before Joslin is found. Never. You go after Divan. Wat hy geslaap het. Eddie Lalo en dem. Sy hulle los 'n drugdealer en sy ligter die vrou daar in die hof in. I'm telling you today, when you come take me, I will never apply for bail. I'm going to wait my 2 years in jail for Joslin. But my case will speak, and Ayanda will come have to testify against me. And I will subpoena everybody, every single one of you. Ek is nie bang nie, man. Julle dink ek is bang. Dink jy ek worry oor die blou ligte. Ek. Joslin se lewe kom voor. Joslin se lewe. The life of Joslin comes before anything. I'm willing to sacrifice myself for that. There was not a single day where I forgot about Joslin. I can never. Ons gaan vir Joslin kry, mense. I'm not going to be a victim of their lies. Now you all know the truth. They must answer those simple questions. They must come and testify. How did they give Ayanda? Why did they try to stop the investigation? Why did they take the firearms? Guys, I want you to go and Google the Gert van Rooyen case. We're dealing with the same thing. Just Google Gert van Rooyen case. We're dealing with the same thing here. Don't listen to people who tell you the child is dead. The child is not dead. That child is not dead. Some of you play politics. There's good cops. Even this cop that took our statement is a good cop. He's not playing politics. It's nothing to do with politics, that cop. He just came, took the statements. No politics, no opinion. He just does his work. Salute. Joslin is alive. I wanted you to know all the facts. Maar die Here is die Here. Julle gaan almal tronk toe gaan. Joslin is alive. Why is Ayanda free? Why is Rendz free? Stefano should have been a state witness. But no. Julle loop my sangomas, maar julle is... that. Thank you very much, Patriots. I have a meeting now at 10 o'clock. I love you guys. Thank you. Joslin is alive. I'll speak to the police minister and tell him our side of the story. Thank you.